Yes, my name is Jochen. I like also to introduce my colleague Markus. We both are from Siemens Corporate Technology and are working for the technology IoT, one of the I's you started with. Ben, can you give me the clicker? The right one. Oh, I'm doing it. So before we start, when you hear Siemens, you can imagine we have a lot of activities in the industry. Therefore, I like to introduce you with some pictures in this world of industry. What you can see here is an embedded controller for machine controls. You see a complete factory line which interacting machines and controllers. You see also this kind of autonomous transportation system in different kinds. Here one in a production logistic or similar the same in a warehouse where these logistic tasks were solved. What you can see in common of all this thing, I think, is a lot of compute power. Distributed compute power, and with this increasing compute power in every of these machines, you can imagine that these machines will get smarter and smarter, and with smartness, communication and connectivity, they become more and more autonomous machines. This means they can be self-organized dealing, they can be take over tasks by negotiation with other things and get more and more independent from their environment. And now we have the task, what is the best task they could do together and what is the best system, autonomous system. So that was the thing regarding the task. I like to mention, it was an example. When we jump back to the industry, maybe we are talking about QR codes and containers or something else. Please think about, we will have, I'm sure we have a good idea for this. So next thing. The question was, what is the best autonomous system we can use for this kind of task? And when we go back to our industry, yes, I think there is a big challenge. Which kind of equipment we should choose for this task? And I think my interest is the focus should be on this collaboration task, not so far, yes, analyze some interfaces, adapt some interfaces, jump in this industrial specific APIs and so on. Therefore, we decide as autonomous system we have to use a drone. I have here one example of this, and the reason for this is this flies completely autonomous. It's comfortable to bring this in the game. We support this kind of drones already support in the context of autonomy, collision avoidance, they start and land self-controlled. They have also a battery management that nothing can happen. They bring them to the floor again by themselves when they are running out of energy. And they have a camera which can be used for search tasks, and they are controlled completely by an iPhone. And that is the real reason we decide for this, because we are another reason for the I is the iOS and the iPhones, and therefore we have the best precondition for this iPraktikum tasks. And at least they are connected with the iPhone, and the connectivity is for communication, also for exchanging information, and especially for this kind of collaboration. So now we have the context for this task, a search task with autonomous systems, and the focus should be this kind of self-management, this kind of collaboration, do it with your partners or split the task between partners. So we can switch our title from collaborating autonomous things more to collaborating autonomous drones. Let us jump to the task. What will we expect? We expect at least 3 kind of apps. Let us start with the first one, the kind of command app. How can you trigger this search task? And our ideas, do it as easy as possible, maybe by selecting a search object by the camera, take a picture and start this task. Second thing is the distributed search task. This is being covered by this iPhone who control these drones. take over this flight control, the image processing, the reporting, but especially this kind of collaboration. Collaboration could be look for a partner, split the task, negotiate a task, bid for a task, all kind of thing you have to do with your partners, starting also with a discovering of your partners which are available. Maybe one of these agents are in a progress and are not available, others are available to split the task. This is also in this context from this task, from this app. And the third one is, we called it monitoring app. Where can you monitor the activities? Some kind of KPIs, some kind of results, which a search task, when the search task finds its goal, and so on. Also some kind of statistics. So, at least, what are the constraints, what we have in mind? You have to develop apps only. No server application, no interface application or something else. Focus on this app development for decentralized systems without any kind of centralized server. The next thing is, and this is the most important thing, focus on the development of this collaboration. I mentioned it already, this is the main part. And when you have in mind to do tasks together, maybe you have already the idea, it will not work without a strategy. Maybe when the drones are flying, you have to do the job with the most performant way, or with the energy safest way, or maybe with the highest level of quality. So there are only some ideas. It gets a lot of, there is to solve a lot of complexity between these independent distributed systems. And last, you have to support, or you have to use this Coty Swift. This is collaboration framework. It is an open source framework, and it is from the 22th of October, it is open source. You can inform you about this framework. At least it will provide a set of communication patterns which support this collaboration stuff in sense of peer-to-peer communication, a one-to-many or a many-to-many communication, so that you can solve these collaboration problems, or you have a good starting point for these collaboration problems. So, and at least we will support this by providing 4 from these drones. These are the DJ Mavic Air drones, and including these cradles for the remote control for the iPhone. So, that's the story. Thank you for your attention. We are looking forward to your questions. Now we have the break, and we are looking forward also for your application for this task. Thank you.